space for that.
You said you use it as a form of like catharsis of getting words out. Have you used it at times, even when it's not particularly like a rap battle or one of these communal meetup events? Have you ever used it to like unblock yourself from something else?
Definitely, definitely. Having writer's block, it can be so freeing to just put on a beat, and I'll get my some occasionally smart device to record on the voice memo, and I'll just start going off if I feel blocked, if I feel anything, and so many nuggets, especially like rhythmic things, um, catchy things tend to come out in the freestyle for me. It's a great, great, great way. Just set a timer and go until the timer goes off and just see what happens. It becomes a really exciting game of I have no idea what's going to happen, which means anything can happen.
Yeah, I love this. I every morning have a practice where I'll write my journal for 3 pages. It
Nice.
comes from the artist's way.
Okay.
And sometimes I have a ton of stuff to say, and sometimes I have just nothing. And I'm like, I'm writing about writing. And that's what I do, of just like writing on a page to get it out. And I think for me, that's been really liberating because we live in a society where I think we're so product oriented of like, this has to be perfect right
Hmm.
now. So I think, people, if they attend the salon, there'll probably be a little bit of resistance in the beginning of like, I don't have words, what am I going to say? What do you do to just push past that point? Is it just the rhythm? Is it just doing it and showing up? Like what's your strategy when you feel that way?
Well, I like to emphasize to folks that, I feel like we've been force fed this idea that practice makes perfect. And I disagree vehemently with that statement. Not because practice isn't important, but because perfection isn't real. And if it were real, it'd be boring and predictable. And I don't think anyone really enjoy it, even if it walked up and like tapped you on the nose and it was
Mm.
like, I'm perfect, I'm here. And it's like, so what? Now, progress, on the other hand, is something that we can get excited about and celebrate no matter what it looks like for any individual. So I like to say that practice makes progress. And progress is a process. Make practice, trust the process, and you got this. So it's about having a community space where we can feel psychologically safe enough to try something new, to take a risk in that regard, like a personal risk, and know that the most important thing is to take the jump and take the leap. What happens in the air, the landing, if we even land, is not important. It's trying, going from that space of, I've never tried this before, to, oh my God, I'm trying this right now. It is such a huge deal, and that step is everything to celebrate. So even then, if as long, even if you don't have words, that's okay. You still have sounds.
Mm.
You still have a part of yourself. And if you don't have any new words, you can always use your name because your name is a beautiful, dope word, no matter who you are and what your name might be. So I think as long as we're coming from a place of authenticity and a place of like understanding our stakes, like we're here and we're going to be taking like a little bit of risk, and having some fun while we do it. Because again, not knowing what's about to happen can be really scary and nerve wracking. That is super valid. And what I say to folks is to challenge that and to see if you can change your nervousness into excitement. There's a thin
Mm.
line between nervousness and excitement, and not knowing what could happen also means anything can happen. So I watch folks surprise themselves all the time.
And I too want to emphasize, because I loved how you framed, okay, that's a rap battle, so you feel like something's in competition with one another, but actually how you framed it was, no, I'm listening and responding to someone else, and actually we're making each other better.
Yeah.
So I think that's an interesting way of framing it for people coming in as well, of like, we're using one another to all collectively and individually get better. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. I like to say, squadliness is next to godliness. And
I
and
love that.
when we have everyone focused on the whole, like the brighter the collective shines, the brighter the individuals within it do as well. So we're all in it together. We're all in it together.